Hello everyone, and welcome back to another World of Warships Blitz video. So, as I said in my post, if you saw it, I have been on vacation recently. I went to Walt Disney World in Orlando, which was pretty fun. Pretty fun. But a little backstory to this review real quick. So, I was on my USN Discord server, and I was talking to one of my fleetmates, and we were talking about some of our best and worst Tier 7 battleships. And he brought up this specific one, which I won't name yet, and he was not a huge fan of it, and was telling me all these bad things about it, and how it was just a really bad ship, and that nobody really wanted to play it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to make a video on this ship. I'm going to prove to you that it still works, and behold, the Duke of York. I bet you all it was the King George. I bet you were thinking King George. You're like, oh, look, it's the iconical KGV turret layout. But I'm sure people forgot that the Duke of York existed. So, the Duke of York is one of those ships that has been around in this game for absolute ages. It's one of the first Tier 7 ships that came out. I got this in a crate like 5 years ago, so it's a really old ship. So, let's start off with some comparisons here. We're going to add the Duke of York, and we're going to get the KGV. I don't actually own the KGV, so I got to get that from the tech tree. Here we go. Alright, so let's compare the two. So, the only difference in ship skills is that the Duke of York gets 2 smoke screens. Now, you may be thinking, why does the Duke of York get smoke screens? Well, I guess Wargaming wanted to make something new, but trust me, these smoke screens are very useful, and you'll see why. You get less hit points than the KGV, but same armor. And the King George V armor was not good to begin with, so having less hit points but the same armor, it doesn't go very well. You go the same speed, but your traverse and time to full speed is shorter. So, longer now. It's longer. So so far, it's not looking good for the Duke of York. The guns are the exact same, but the King George has a better range. The secondaries are completely identical. And then here's where the difference is. The Duke of York's AA is some of the best in Tier 7. It is really something that should be tested. Now, it's not California level, but it is very decent. So, what do we have here then? First, let me go into this up real quick. Now, I was talking to Soulfire on his YouTube channel, which I highly recommend that you go check out. And Soulfire loves putting concealment builds on his battleships. Now, me personally, I'm not a big fan of concealment on a battleship because I prefer steering in slot 3. But on something like the Duke of York, a concealment build is warranted. The concealment build on here allows you to get into a very good position. You can even outspot some cruisers, but you're not going to outspot any GDs. But highly recommend the concealment build. And then propulsion in slot 2, and then in slot 1, you do want to go traverse, because the base traverse, I think, was 6 degrees. I could be wrong, maybe shorter. No, base turret traverse is 5. So you want to make sure that you can fix that at least. My commander is just a level 7 commander. He's on the Fiji, but I just keep him on here. Underwater torpedo. Underwater protection expert, torpedo alert, preheating, Victoria charge. I did go for the extra rapid reload, and it helps. Exploit weakness, which is good because you're going to set fires with this thing, and you definitely want fully prepared. Now, this ship would be good as a captain trainer for. It depends, because you could train it up the Conqueror or St. Vincent Link, so you get the extra precise and rapid reload, or you can train up the British destroyer line and get the battlefield support, recon, air defense extra, and missweeper. So it's actually probably better on the destroyers than the battleships, but you're also losing out on the precise aim. I mean, on the extra rapid reload. So just keep that in mind. The historical camo is your typical battleship camo. Now, when I got this ship, I got the ultimate camo, the Arctic, which just makes it look like a glacier, which is pretty cool. And it gives you main battery firing range, large caliber AA range, small caliber AA range, and max traverse speed. I'm just going to use it because that's what I've been using in all the games that I've been playing it with. But at some point in this ship's existence, this was an AA build. So this was one of, at some point in the very beginning of World of Warships Blitz, this ship was very, very good at tanking against aircraft. But not anymore. I'm just going to go look at my Tier 7 battleship collection. I mean, if we just look at the California, for example, which I'm very fond of, California has somewhat less on the small caliber A, but she also gets Def AA. So California does slightly beat out the Duke of York. And then finally, the elite bonus, I just went with main armor though. Doesn't really help, but 1% of nothing isn't. I mean, 1% isn't going to boost up your hit points substantially, so it's not that important. Might as well buff on something that's you always use, like armor. But anyway, I'm taking out the Duke of York. So, Old Man Jingles, if you're seeing this, I think that you are highly mistaken about the Duke of York as I was showing the gameplay. But real quick, let me tell you what about the playstyle. I find that the best way to succeed in this ship is to forget that it's a battleship. Because it's not. It's a heavy cruiser. And here's why. You have a 14% fire chance. And for 356 millimeter guns, AP of doing almost 1400 is pretty good. To put that in comparison, it's not as good as Poltava though, which kind of stinks. But it's not, the AP is pretty good. I find it reliable, not on getting citadels, so Poltava is pretty good at getting citadels. But the Duke of York can get easy full pens for me. I find it really consistent in getting myself some good full pens, even on Gneisen's. So, at 9 kilometer-ish is when you want to flip up the AP, pop the rapid reload, and just absolutely chunk. Because against cruisers, the AP will hurt. You can Citadel top-tier cruisers. You can Citadel Crisis bottom-tier cruisers, which I've done. So, the AP slaps around. But it's not good at long range. But that's where the British gimmick of good HE penetration comes in. You get yourself at a good max range, and you get the HE going, you can set yourself a couple fires. So, it's not totally pointless as a battleship, but it's very good at playing the heavy cruiser role. So, without further ado, I'm going to get in the gameplay and prove Old Man Jingles wrong.
Action stations! Fast reload activated. Nice shot! We're under attack! Fast reload activated. Target hit! We hit the enemy! Job!
Protect the base.
Roger. Target hit! Enemy torpedo spotted! Fast reload activated. Our team is about to win. We're hit! We're under attack! team captured the area.